Today, air travelers like to go first class all the way. And one supplier of first-class ground transportation is Avis Rent-A-Car System, one of the largest airport car rental systems in the world. Avis has over 3,000 new Fords in its fleet. Why Fords? Let's ask Mr. William Tetrick, president of Avis.
Our profits depend upon two things. First, offering the car most people want to drive. We own more Fords because most of our customers prefer Fords. A second thing we have to consider is how much we'll get for our cars when we trade them in. And year after year, we found that Fords have a higher resale value than any other car.
It's America's worth more car, the new kind of Ford for 1957. You sure see a lot of Ford station wagons these days, like Mrs. Johnson's new Del Rio. She tried them all and decided on a Ford because it's so easy to drive and park. Ed Wilson's loading his country sedan for a weekend fishing trip. Years ago, he had to tie that boat on top of his car. He sure has plenty of inside room now, over 34 square feet. Speaking of room, look at this gang pile into that 9-passenger country sedan. The whole team travels together and in real solid comfort. Here's Tim McDonald and his new Ford ranch wagon. Mac keeps an eye on costs, and he was really impressed with the ranch wagon's low price tag. In fact, model for model, right up to this Country Squire, all 5 Ford wagons are the lowest priced of the low-priced 3. No wonder they're America's most popular. Have you visited a Ford dealership lately? If you haven't, here's why it's to your advantage to do so right away.
This is the end of the 57 model year. And frankly, we're anxious to make room for the 1958 Fords. That's why we're offering you the best trade-in now on a 57 Ford.
Ford is America's best-selling car, and we intend to keep our leadership by selling more and more Fords. If you've been waiting for the best possible deal, don't delay any longer. This is it.
You'll get years ahead sculptured styling, the world's favorite V8 engine, and a rugged new inner Ford that gives you a smoother, quieter ride.
And don't forget, your Ford will have a higher resale value because you bought it late in the model year.
All year, Ford's been the lowest priced of the low-price 3. And right now, it's a better buy than ever. Don't put it off any longer. See your Ford dealer soon. You're about to see a Ford engine take its final examination, an exam given only by Ford to every one of its V8 engines. Ford, of course, balances each component part before final assembly, but Ford goes much further. Ford, and only Ford, in the entire automotive industry, subjects every single one of its V8 engines to mass balancing, the process you see here. Every Ford V8 engine, already tested part by part, is now tested running under its own power. Ford's mass balancing process is the finest indicator of quality control for engine performance. The result, no matter which of Ford's 5 V8 engines you choose, Ford's mass balancing is designed to give you smooth, efficient operation, outstanding performance, and longer engine life. It's one more reason why today Ford is America's best-selling car. Pay more? What for? Ford's your best buy. Let's visit Beverly Hills, California, where the word fabulous has become an understatement. One of the wealthiest communities in America, it's also one of the most fun-loving and most glamorous. Here you'll find more movie stars per square acre than anywhere else. And here you will also find more 1957 Fords registered than any other new car. These people can afford the best, but they buy wisely. And they found that automotive luxury does not necessarily begin with an expensive car. For in this new kind of Ford, they've discovered comfort and elegance that definitely makes the 57 Ford a bright new entry in the fine car field. They know that in any setting, in any company, the graceful styling of the new Ford will fit right in. Ford's mighty Thunderbird V8 engine, now available with up to 300 supercharged horsepower, is made to order for these always-on-the-go Californians.
And they go more smoothly, too, for the heavier 57 Ford offers the first big car ride in the low-price field. Above all, they found that the new Ford is as much fun to own as it is easy to own. No wonder that here in Beverly Hills, as in communities all over the country, Ford is outselling every other make of car. It's the fine car at half the fine car price.
This is my stakeout, Times Square, the toughest hack stand in the world. Name's Bud Turner, number 2475. And this is my cab, a 57 Ford. Nice looking, huh? Well, you should see it in action. For instance, the other day I pick up a fare at the Plaza Hotel. Now, this guy's really in a hurry. Take me to Idlewild Airport, he says. I got 30 minutes to catch a plane. Okay, I said, relax. This baby will get you there. Well, you should see the way that Ford threads a needle through them crosstown streets. Maneuvers like a fly on a hot dime. And take off from a light, man, like one of them jets. Except for the noise, of course. Because this Ford's so quiet that most of the time all I can hear is the meter ticking. Well, we make the airport in a breeze, and I make a nice fat tip, because my fare says this is the sweetest riding cab he's ever been in. New York's like that. Everybody in a hurry. But that's okay with me. This Ford will out-hustle any other cab on the street. It'll hold up longer, too. I've got 32,000 miles on it already, and it's still tight as a drum. When you have to drive for a living, might as well drive the best, I say.
New York taxicab companies are buying more 57 Fords than any other make. When you action test the new kind of Ford, you'll know why.
Daddy, wait, let me do it.
You're never too young or too old for the fun you get in a new Ford Sunliner. Although you can't expect an 8-year-old to appreciate the more practical features like Ford's weather-tight, double-sealed and double-stitched top. But he does know this longer, lower Ford is the best-looking car on the block. Okay, now climb in back and don't worry about your feet. Ford's easy-to-clean vinyl upholstery was designed with small boys in mind. All set? Then...
Blast off!
On any road, at any speed, the new Ford gives you a smooth, floating-on-clouds ride unlike anything ever offered by any low-priced car. Hard to believe, isn't it, that this is the lowest-priced full-size convertible in America. No wonder the Ford Sunliner outsells all others.